The character of Batman has been one of the most enduring and captivating figures in modern pop culture since his creation in 1939. With his dark persona, tragic backstory, and iconic role as a masked vigilante, Batman captures imaginations worldwide. You've seen him in comics, on the big screen, in video games. He's the billionaire by day, vigilante by night. But did you know that Batman's story might not be as fictional as it seems? That's right. There are real legends, historical figures, and even ancient myths that shape the Dark Knight we all know and love. So if you're a Batman fan, if you love stories with hidden truths, or you just want to learn some jaw-dropping facts, this is definitely the video for you. Trust me, you'll never look at Batman the same way again after this. Before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss any of our deep dives into the hidden origins of your favorite heroes. Alright, let's uncover the real story behind Batman. Origins of Batman, the birth of a dark hero. Batman first appeared in Detective Comics 27 on March 30th, 1939. Created by Bob Kane and written by Bill Finger, the character was designed to offer a darker alternative to the bright optimism of superheroes like Superman. Batman, unlike other heroes of the time, was a mortal man driven by personal tragedy. After witnessing his parents' murder, Bruce Wayne, his alter ego, channels his grief and anger into a lifelong mission to fight crime. This backstory sets Batman apart, giving him a unique moral drive and complex psychological makeup. Gotham City, the dark inspiration behind Batman's hometown. Batman's hometown, Gotham City, is famously portrayed as a dark, crime-filled city. Surprisingly, the name Gotham has roots in real-world history, specifically in England. In the 13th century, Gotham was a small village in Nottinghamshire, England, known as the Mad Village. This reputation arose from a historical anecdote. When King John planned to build a hunting lodge there, the villagers feared the taxes and trouble that would follow. To avoid the king's interest, they feigned madness, engaging in bizarre behaviors. Amused and convinced, the king chose to abandon his plans for the village. Washington Irving later used Gotham as a nickname for New York City in his 1807 writings, and the name became associated with urban life. Bob Kane and Bill Finger adopted Gotham to represent the dark and foreboding setting in which Batman operates. Batman's creators drew on various real-life and literary sources to shape his character, incorporating elements from historical masked figures, legendary heroes, and famous detectives. Here's a closer look at some of these influences. The Shadow of Zoro. The Masked Crusader. One of Batman's clearest inspirations is Zorro, the masked vigilante created by Johnston McCulley in 1919. Zorro, a wealthy nobleman named Don Diego de la Vega, donned a black mask and cape to fight injustice on behalf of the people. The character's use of disguise and secret identity, along with his preference for darkness, influenced the creators of Batman. In fact, the 1920 film adaptation of The Mark of Zorro, starring Douglas Fairbanks, became a touchstone for Batman's development. Sherlock Holmes, the detective behind the hero. Batman is famously known as the world's greatest detective, and much of this investigative prowess comes from Sherlock Holmes, created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Holmes, known for his brilliant deductions and logical reasoning, inspired Batman's own approach to crime solving. Bill Finger explicitly cited Holmes as an influence, giving Batman a unique edge in detective skills that sets him apart from typical superheroes. Wayne Bruce, the mysterious vigilante of 1880s Scotland. Another story often linked to Batman is that of a Scottish man known as Wayne Bruce in the 1880s. Legend has it that Wayne Bruce wore a mask and fought criminals in his local town. Although there is no historical evidence to confirm the existence of Wayne Bruce, the story has entered folklore as an early vigilante, who inspired the Batman mythos. This tale highlights the rich narrative traditions of masked heroes and vigilantes that predate Batman's comic debut. The iconic bat symbol, design and symbolism in Batman's costume. The bat as a symbol for Bruce Wayne's alter ego holds deep psychological significance. The choice is tied to an incident from Bruce's childhood, where he encounters a bat, symbolizing his inner fears. He adopts the bat imagery as a way to confront his trauma and project fear onto criminals, using his costume as both armor and a tool for psychological warfare. Influence from Da Vinci's flying machines. Batman's wings, seen in his cape, may also trace back to Leonardo da Vinci's sketches of flying machines. Da Vinci's drawings depicted early designs for wings and flight apparatuses, inspiring Batman's winged silhouette and emphasizing his reliance on technology, science, and ingenuity rather than superhuman powers. Zoro's mask and cape. The visual design of Batman's costume, including his mask and cape, owes much to Zoro's aesthetic. Like Zoro, Batman's choice of a masked identity adds mystery to his persona, while allowing him to maintain a clear distinction between Bruce Wayne, the wealthy philanthropist, and Batman, the Dark Knight. This duality reinforces his unique identity and moral code. The Code of the Dark Knight. Batman's moral philosophy. A central aspect of Batman's character is his strong moral code, often referred to as his no-kill rule. This rule differentiates him from other vigilante figures who may take justice into their own hands. Rooted in his childhood trauma, Batman's refusal to kill is a defining part of his psyche, reflecting his desire to prevent violence rather than perpetuate it. A psychological journey through grief and justice. Batman's psychological complexity is part of what makes him compelling. Unlike many heroes, Batman is driven by both a deep sense of loss and a strong moral compass. Scholars and psychologists have explored his character through the lens of trauma, seeing Batman as a symbol of resilience. His dedication to fighting crime outside the law raises ethical questions about the boundaries of justice and revenge. Vigilantism and ethical dilemmas. Batman's vigilantism opens debates about morality and the implications of his crime-fighting methods. By operating outside the law, he challenges conventional views on justice, symbolizing both society's hope for justice and its fears of unchecked power. Batman's complex relationship with law and order makes him a figure who represents both a hero and an anti-hero in the public's imagination. Batman's cultural impact and legacy. Since his creation, Batman has become one of the most influential and globally recognized superheroes, leaving a significant impact across multiple forms of media. Each adaptation, from comic books and television series to blockbuster movies, offers a fresh take on his character, often reinterpreting his origins and persona for new generations. Batman's influence beyond fiction. Batman's influence reaches beyond comic books. His philosophy of justice, combined with his trauma-driven mission, has inspired real-life movements and discussions. His story has inspired people to confront their own notions of morality, justice, and perseverance. Academics frequently analyze Batman's impact on mental health awareness, ethics, and societal values, making him not only a fictional character, but a subject of study and inspiration worldwide. Evolving through adaptations. Over the years, Batman's character has evolved with each new adaptation. The 1960s TV series offered a campy, lighthearted Batman, while Tim Burton and later Christopher Nolan presented darker, more complex portrayals of the Dark Knight. Each reinvention brings new layers to Batman's character, contributing to his enduring legacy as a multifaceted hero who resonates with audiences of all ages. Batman as a reflection of society. The journey of Batman from a 1939 comic book character to a worldwide icon speaks volumes about his appeal. Batman's story, rooted in both real and mythical influences, allows audiences to explore fundamental human themes of loss, justice, and resilience. The legends, historical figures, and literary heroes who influenced his creation have shaped Batman into a character that transcends his origins, allowing him to reflect society's complex relationship with law, morality, and the power of personal transformation. Batman is more than just a superhero. He is a cultural mirror, embodying the shadows and virtues of society itself. His story urges readers and viewers alike to confront their own beliefs about justice, heroism, and the journey to overcome personal trauma. If you enjoyed uncovering these hidden truths, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. We've got more amazing stories and mysteries from the world of comics and pop culture coming up. So turn on those notifications and you'll never miss any video.